So you guys see it here. Now, before we go into this next one, I just want to just address this because I don't know what this statement is coming from. There's a woman here. There's a woman, Stacy. A worker is worthy of his wages. You're right. A worker is worthy of his wages. So I just want to say I agree.
No one disagrees with that.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. So hallelujah. Yeah. All right. I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, but maybe I'm the worker. So I don't know if that's a wage, but hallelujah. All right. So guys, we're going to give you guys now to show you that what we're doing is not foreign. Now, maybe foreign to America. It's foreign to the United States of America because, like I say, we were birthed. This nation was birthed out of rebellion, okay? But believe it or not, in 2024, there's other nations that do similar things like this. We're not what we're doing here at Straitway Praise Land and how we do at Straitway and how we show honor, because I see people do it for pastor. They either give a bow or the way pastor greeted my father and how we greet one another. I mean, it may seem foreign in this country, but it's not foreign in other parts. You see, we got to see a person who's traveled much knows much. See, it'd be better for you guys to go out and see other places than America. See, we're just so Americanized. We don't know that there's another world out there besides America. This is not the only place in the world. Okay, exactly. There's other places out there, and we're going to take you around the world to tell you that there's people that do the same thing, and they never will associate that they're worshiping the person. Yeah. I guess the best respect that we can, I guess in America, they salute a military person, or they salute, I guess that it doesn't require you to bow down. You get to
within that cult, that's a sign of honor and respect.
A sign of honor. If a high commanding officer walks into the room, you stop your conversation, you rise up and you salute. I mean, that's what I was told, and so. But that's the culture in the military. That's the culture in the military. Yeah. So we have our culture and how we show honor.
Exactly.
So if we're a cult, then I guess the military is a cult. The United States military, right? Memorial Day, July 4th,
Mm-hmm.
So they're a cult too. I don't see anybody getting mad at them. Why the hate? But we get it. We know why we're being hated on.
Yeah.
All right.
They don't like nobody taking a knee. They didn't like it when what's his name was doing it.
There's only one place here, and we're going to go through around the world, but there's only one time America don't care if you get on your knee and bow down. I'm going to show you. There is one time that you can bow down in this country, in the United States of America, and it's perfectly acceptable.
No condemnation.
And there's no argument. They'll be arguing with us, but there's no argument when it comes to this wicked-ass nation. You watch. I'm going to show you, but we're going to go around the world. Let's go.
All right.
So look, read.
Let me change this real quick here. Oh.
You can't see the...
Let me just take it out for a second here.
Yep.
All right. So in Japan, bowing or ojigi, I don't know if I'm saying that. Forgive me, is a common greeting and sign of respect, indicating politeness and gratitude. Different degrees of bowing show varying levels of respect, not worship.
Not worship. So this is in Japan. This is how they show respect and gratitude.
And they're technically considered an Eastern culture, not a Western culture.
So this is an Eastern culture. Okay.
Yep. In Korea, bowing is a cultural norm to show respect, especially to elders and during formal occasions.
And see, this is why it doesn't make sense in America. We don't care about respecting our elderly. You know what we do with our elderly? We put them in homes. That's what Christianity told me to do. Yeah. That's what my ex-wife wanted me to do, is to put my dad home and focus on the family. See, focus on the family will say, put your daddy and your mama in assisted living or into some home and focus on the family and make sure that woman is happy. That's perfectly okay. But Pastor Dowell said, hey, you get your daddy out of assisted living and we will send you a sister. We're not going to just tell you to get your daddy here. We will send you a sister to take care of your father, to help you take care of your father.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, that is love. Like, man, you would do that for me, Pastor? For me? He didn't say, man, he just said, hey, you have a roof? You have food? If all you got to do is give the person a roof and shelter and food, and we'll send you a sister. And this sister, they asked her, would she go? She said she will go. I'm talking about the day that she was told that she was on the next day, her and her two children was on the plane. Boom, here, and I gave them a place to stay, roof, and everything.
Exactly.
Hallelujah. And now she's my woman. But let's keep going.
All right. In martial arts, practitioners bow to instructors and opponents as a sign of respect and sportsmanship, emphasizing humility and honor.
See, no one has a problem with that. Now, here's a part. That's in martial arts. But now here's a part right here. Now, this part is acceptable in the United States of America. Read.
Proposing marriage. Kneeling while proposing is a gesture of respect, love, and commitment, signifying seriousness and sincerity, not worship.
Yeah, I think that's worship right there.
This is where we have context. This is
exactly. Now that's a bad look right there. Shoot.
Yeah, but that one's not condemned.
That's not
right, Elder. That one's not condemned in this culture.
Not condemned. They don't call you a cult. They don't call you, but we'll call you a simp. That's a simp move right there.
Right. Exactly.
That's perfect. Okay, see, when you worship a woman in this country, that's perfect because this is a matriarchal culture. Mm-hmm. Christianity is a matriarchal religion. That's why they put so much emphasis on the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, Queen of Heaven.
Yep, the Queen of Heaven, Mother of God.
Yep. Exactly. All right, here we go to the next one. Royalty. For example, the British crown. People bow or curtsy to members of the British royal family as a gesture of respect and acknowledgement of their position. The Vatican.
And the British crown, they're the head of the church. So I don't think that they expect to be worshipped, but this is a sign of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
Vatican. Bowing or kneeling before the Pope shows respect for his position as the leader of the Catholic Church. There it is.
So these are all just different examples of people bowing down. It looks like, is the Pope bowing down to him? I don't know.
Yeah, he's showing respect because he's the president. That's the president of Zimbabwe.
Okay, so there you have it. See?
Yeah.
All right. So the Pope is doing it.
Yep.
So now you read.
You want to read this one?
The Nigerian cousin. You can read it.
Okay, so this is we're going to go through a few different tribes, but this is Nigerian.
Now, this is an African nation, and I really believe that these are the people of the book. I believe they don't know this, but I believe that, especially in Nigeria, that these are the Israelites this is the modern day Israelites, and they just don't even know it. Exactly. These are the ancient Israelites of old.
And Elder Kabeer, you did a show on this. Anybody in the chat, if you guys can find that live stream when Elder traveled to Nigeria and talked about this, okay, if you please put it in the chat. So if anybody's curious for more information, to look at it, because you went in, you broke it down. So
I broke it down, all the culture, all the stuff that I grew up, it was normal. So can you imagine when I'm reading the Bible, it's like, oh, I see, I knew it. It's not like, oh, and now my life is more fitness. But read about this tribe that they'll say I'm from. I'm just using today's modern day definition, but I'll be considered Yoruba from the Yoruba tribe. So this is the Yoruba culture. Read.
Yep. Yoruba culture. In Yoruba culture, young men prostrate and young women kneel to greet their elders. This gesture is a significant part of Yoruba tradition, demonstrating deep respect, humility, and acknowledgement of the elder's status and wisdom. It is an essential aspect of daily interactions, special occasions, and ceremonies.
So this stuff I grew up seeing, but like I said, my dad didn't have us do this to him. This is a boy kneeling before the president of Nigeria at that time. I don't think he's the president anymore. You got a bunch of brothers or men here kneeling to somebody who's important, showing respect and reverence. So, but this is how they do it in the Yoruba culture. But every tribe in Nigeria do it differently. But this is one form, and I think the Yoruba culture probably do it as the most formal, is the most humble one, because they prostrate to the ground, like what we read about David and Moses, and they bowed themselves to the face. David. This is so. I believe this is what the men of old, the men after Yah's own heart. This is what it looked like when they were bowing down. When we were just read. Exactly. Jacob. Read.
Yep. All right, now the Igbo culture. This is another tribe in Nigeria. Among the Igbo people, greeting elders involves a slight bow or kneel especially during formal introductions and traditional ceremonies. This act symbolizes respect and reverence. So and you can see that man with the blue covering. He has his one hand down, kneeling down, and one knee down. So
yeah, you should have like a pointer. But yeah. So that's how. So here they just squat, right? Is that what they're pretty much doing? They kneel.
Well, they kneel down. The other tribe squats.
Okay. You go to this is the Igbo tribe. This is the Hausa now, and Hausa is full of Muslims here. So I didn't even know that, because one of the things that my dad didn't teach, because it had to do more with the Islamic religion, that he didn't do that, But this is the Hausa culture, Reed.
The Hausa people also have a tradition of showing respect through bowing, particularly during greeting and when meeting with community leaders or elders. The act is a sign of courtesy and acknowledgement of authority. And you can see by the picture what they do. They take their shoes off and they look like they do a squat position.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is normal outside of America. We can't. People from these nations, if they saw what we're doing, they wouldn't even think twice what we're doing. It's you guys kind of do what we do. That's what they'll be saying. Oh yeah, that's kind of strange. The only thing that'll be strange is that we're in America. They thought, we thought America, you guys are very disrespectful people. You don't show no love or respect. And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you the difference between American culture and other nations. Just one particular culture. But anyway, go.
All right, the Edo culture. In Edo culture, young people show respect to their elders by kneeling or bowing down slightly. This practice is part of everyday life and is emphasized during significant events and rites of passage. So this is
No, we'll go to the next one.
That's it.
So guys, we just showing you. This is what the people. Moses did it. David did it. Jacob did it. Abraham did this. Cornelius from a different Roman. They have a sense of respect, because they probably do it to Caesar or whatever. But he showed respect to this. Abraham did it to a group of people because he allowed them to bury his deceased woman there and stuff. So, guys, I hope that you guys can see